Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. We're talking about a Vectrex game, and this one's kind of unique and interesting. Only found out about this one relatively recently. It's Vec-man, and it's essentially a Pac-man clone. I decided to throw in my star control overlay here because it kind of makes the maze look a little more interesting. This was, from what I understand, a project that a university or college professor had set out for his students and then decided to release the actual game. This information comes to me from the really awesome Vectrex radio podcast that Willie over at Arcade USA runs. He and his co-host did a whole thing about Vec-man, and that's how I found out about it, and they went into a lot of the details. It's kind of a very fascinating story, and also a really good Pac-Man clone, because it's not really a Pac-Man clone per se. We're not doing what the original game does. We're doing Pac-Man-ish things. It's a little bit like Pac-Man Championship Edition. It's the classic Pac-Man style game, but made interesting. Anyway, first of all, we're kind of stuck here. What I do like about this ROM, it does have the ability to calibrate it. So let's do that first. I'll hit number 1. And what we can do here is using buttons 2 and 3 on the standard controller, we can increase or decrease the corners there. As you can see, the Pac-men are moving around. I guess that looks about center in each lane. Okay, number 4 to next. We can do the same thing with the power pellets. Let's get them about there, I think. And I think also adjusting for brightness. Now, I'm just going to leave it as is because this looks pretty good in the camera. So, yeah, thanks to Willie for doing the show about this ROM because it's really cool. You do more than just the standard Pac-Man game. But I'm going to start it up here. And I'm going to explain that score thing in a second. Because his co-host actually explained what that was. But anyway, here we go. We got standard Pac-Man gameplay. It's obviously much less of the classic maze than, whoa, I'm going to die. Well, that's a great start. Game over already. Now, there's actually a good demonstration of how this is different. I only had 1 life. Why did I only have 1 life? This is not standard Pac-Man. Let me do another one here, and I'll show you. See, I've got 1 out of 1 lives. That goes up. I'll explain that later. Let's just go through and see if I can survive a little bit in this game. And apologies, it doesn't fill up my camera too well, so I'm actually going to zoom in here. And now you can make out a little bit better what's happening on the camera. You should died again. Okay. Let's do this properly this time. I'm going to pay attention. It's challenging. I really like that about this. It's not just standard old Pac-Man. Okay. Let's get farther, and I will then explain that scoring method. And I'm dead again. Okay. Here we go. My high score is 1. Okay, here we go. The nice thing is, if you can possibly get past the first level, which I'm failing miserably at doing here, it then becomes these interesting little, like, areas around the map you want to get to, like you want to chase them in certain ways. The power pellets will move away at certain stages. Like, it's a much more challenging and interesting game once you can get into it a bit. Okay, I think I'm doing so now. Yeah, okay, now I'm kind of playing it a little bit better. All right. Let's just capture the ghosts. So you see it's increased my size, and I do like that death animation. Now, take note at the top, 1 out of 2. What does that mean? That means I can now potentially get more lives. Now this is totally to the credit of Willie's co-host on Vectrex Radio. He explained that 1 out of 2 thing means, I'm not going to get past him, I died, damn it. You see this 0 out of 2. If I had gotten both ghosts again, then that would have changed to, I think, 1 out of 3. It's a way to get more lives. You only get 1 life when you first start off. And if you can survive long enough and do well enough at the game, which I am really not doing here, then you can earn more lives and last a bit longer. So it's a really good challenge level. I really like that. Let's just see. Totally gonna mess that up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. All right. And I'm usually pretty good at Pac-Man. Yeah, not gonna fall for that. Okay, come on, come on. Let's get over here. Let's get that last, you know what, that last one's gonna be my downfall, so let's just grab him. Okay, good. All right. Got that one. Yes, 1 out of 2. If I get both ghosts again, that'll be 2 out of 2, and that means I've earned another life. I can then have 2 chances to die. Which is not gonna... Oh, get him, get him, get him! Get him, get him, get him! Yeah, 2 out of 2. Excellent. So now I've kind of got 2 lives. I'm just going to finish the level here, because I want to show you what else there is. It's... Oh, jeez. Aha, see, I've got another life. It's reset the maze, but now this is my 2nd life. So let's see how much farther we can get here. And you know what? Ah, game over. I had 0 out of 2 lives. Okay, let's do this again. And I'm just going to play through. I'm not going to try and show you that score thing anymore, because I think I've got the general gist of it there. Now I'm just going to actually play, because I do want to show you the other mazes that are on this game. It's really good. The challenge level is really, really hard. And the nice thing is, I've heard through the grapevine, this has been so well received by the Vectrex community. The professor guy, or whoever it is that released this, is actually considering making a full store, or, you know, a full release. Dang it. A full release that you can actually buy that'll have, I hope, an overlay, something that'll give it, you know, kind of an interesting look. And I'm going to now really concentrate on getting to that 2nd level, because I want to show you some of these other levels. They're really cool. And I'm spending too much time yakking about this stuff here. So, really, really good AI in this game. I'm just going to start eating dots. Not going to worry about getting these guys. You've seen enough of me doing the strategy part. Now, okay, end of the 1st level. Yay. I just have to make sure I don't die. Now it gets kind of interesting. We've only got 3 power pellets, and these dots are far more spread around now. And we've got 3 ghosts that we have to contend with. And I've heard that on some of the other levels, you actually have moving dots, so you have to kind of chase them around a bit. That's pretty cool. So, you know, you now got a whole different element of the game that you have to pay attention to. You not just use your, like, it's not just a Pac-Man clone. It's actually got a really cool level of strategy. Let's see level 3. Oh, it's a different map layout. I don't like this. And I'm just going to motor through just to show you guys what this game is like. I'm not going to worry too much about getting my points. But again, if you don't eat the ghosts, you're not going to last very long. Like, I'm just going on 1 life here. Level 4. How is this different? Oh, they're faster now. That ain't good. Anyway, yeah, really, really cool Pac-Man type of a game for the Vectrex. And I mean, I love Clean Sweep, but this thing really blows it out of the water. This is awesome. Can I get it? Okay, good. I kind of also felt the need to show a Pac-Man type game, because in my last video where I talked about crossing the 2,000 subscriber limit, I talked about some iconic video games, including Space Invaders and Pong, which are in the Smithsonian, and it just made me think, you know, Pac-Man's in the Smithsonian as well. So let's cover a little bit of Pac-Man type stuff. So that's sort of the main reason why I went with it here. And in fact, it's just really awesome, and I don't really get to talk about the Vectrex all that often. Now, oh man, this is not going to go well. Hang on, let me concentrate. Not going after the ghosts, I'm just going for the pellets. Because if I go for the ghosts, you're not going to see any more levels. And I want to see if I can get to some decent levels here. Level 6. Remember, I'm just running on 1 life, though. I highly recommend you properly chase the ghosts and try and get the points. Yeah, see, now the pellets are moving. And the map is a lot harder to navigate now. So, yes, it's going to be trickier and trickier. The challenge level on this thing is great. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Oh, can I get that one? Oh, can I get that one? Yes. Good. 8-2. Not good. Okay, let's just move on. But for something that some college guy just made as a little project to, I guess, teach programming, this is really, really good. And I hope it gets a full release, because it definitely deserves it. Whoa, darn it, back. It'd be nice to have like a proper overlay. Pac-Man done right, you know, on the Vectrex. Anyway, I guess I'll stop there. I'm sure I'm going to die at any moment here, and I think I've shown you enough of the game. Oh, wow, even the pellets are moving now. Jeez Louise. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is not going to last long here. Well, having said that, ooh, let's see. Can we get him? No, we can't. Okay, I think you need to get them before the time runs out. I don't think... Get all 3? 1 out of 2. That's not going to last me long here. Oh, look at that. They're even chasing me. I really like this. This is very well done. Okay, well, gives you an idea of what is possible on Vec-man for the Vectrex. Hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, there will be more videos and not just video game related stuff in the near future, especially since this one is probably going to mean my demise. There we go. All right, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.